Okay, pardon me for this very unannounced, like immediate live stream here. I apologize. Normally I would announce these before I do them, and today I just couldn't. The reason for the live stream is that, frankly, my schedule is wacko right now, and I only have a couple of minutes. So I jumped in the studio real quick to do this. I don't have the time to produce a video and actually edit it and all that. So I jumped on Wirecast to do this live stream for you. I have gotten a boatload of requests for voter guides, in particular voter guides that have judgeships listed on them. So what I've done is I've picked out the ones that I could over the last couple of days. There's Carl Demaio's voter guide in there. There's one from Gun Owners of America, one from Gun Owners of California. I know CRPA is going to put out one, but they haven't done it yet, which is not terribly helpful, so I'm hoping they'll do that soon. I've not seen one from NRA, although if I find one, I'll put it in there. And then I found one that is more Christian conservative-based that does list all of the judges and the various amendments and ballot measures and candidates county by county throughout the state of California. I didn't look to see if they did it nationally, but I know at least in California. Here's the deal with the midterm election. We cannot sit home and be complacent in this election. We've got to get to the polls, and we've got to vote intelligently, because this is a make-or-break election for the Second Amendment, not just in California, with Carl Demaio's list showing clearly and everybody else's list showing clearly that we've got to vote for John Cox. We can't vote for Gavin Newsom. And John Cox, honestly, looking at the polls, is pretty darn close. So if we get John Cox as governor, he's not perfect, but he's a head and shoulders better than the other guy. That would help us a ton. And then there's other things that are non-Second Amendment associated, like the gas tax. We've got to repeal that so that we can all have some money to spend on ammunition and going shooting and that kind of stuff. But nationally, keeping the Senate looks like that's going to happen. Keeping the House is really, really, really close. Or at least it seems like it. I'm kind of hoping for a red wave, or a Second Amendment wave anyway. But if we can keep the House, maybe we get, particularly if we extend the lead in the Senate, we extend the lead in the House, maybe we get national carry reciprocity. That would be, I'm telling you what, if that happens, I'm throwing a barbecue at my house. I've got to get national concealed carry reciprocity done. If we can get, just get some of these things done, but we got to keep the House, we got to keep the Senate. So I urge you, make sure you're voting. As I discover more of these kind of voter guides from various different organizations that I know are helpful, like maybe the Second Amendment Foundation or somebody puts one out or whatever, I'm going to post it on this little live stream, but I'll also post other live streams as we get closer to the election, as I discover more of this information. So if you find a great voter guide, do two things for me. One, post it on this live stream so everybody else has got it. And two, send it to me directly. You can send it to me at GunGuyTV at gmail.com. That's the easiest one to remember. GunGuyTV at gmail.com. Send me a link to it and what it is. And unless it's a troll sending me a left-wing socialist link to a socialist guide or something, I'm going to post it and I'll put it up in the next little live stream that I do. Forgive me for doing this so quickly. I don't have a lot of time. I got to rush off and get to an appointment, but I at least wanted to get this out to you, which is why I'm doing it in this form. Later on in 2019, while I do currently one live stream a month on Patreon for my Patreon patrons only, I will be doing a live stream periodically as well that's completely different here on YouTube. So you might want to watch for those. So I apologize. I don't get a chance to look at comments or any of that kind of stuff. I got to get going. So I'm just going to say thank you very much. Please vote, vote, vote. And as we get more information, if we work together, we'll be able to win these elections and keep our Second Amendment safe. Have a great week. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry for this short live stream. Be safe.